the Hammond organ for a bit. I do need to get some work done on the organ. Um, but take some chinga chinga chang. I did buy some supplies so that I can get the organ fixed. Got me some tuba rubies. Uh, I already know how to put the tubes on and all that. That's a no-brainer. But let's see, which one is this? I think it's this. So, um, order these from this company, and so these is these is so got the little tubes, little small ones. Where is the other one at? Okay. And then these are the tubes for I think it's called a 6550, I believe that's what this is. And then it's right here in my face. Duh. And then the other tube is the ECC 82 tubes. That's like actually the very first tube, matter of fact, when you look down at the Leslie. And then I have to get the other set. I think I have three more. Three more. Let me see. I see one, two. I think it's either two more to get. Two more to get. And then I believe I might go ahead and get another relay switch. Or relay. I think my relay switch is stuck. That's why. It's funny because I can hear it clicking, and it won't. And my whatchamacallit is still spinning. And then I went and got these fuse. Oh, right here in my face. Everything is in my face right here. I ordered these. These were called Bussmann. I call it Bisman, but Bussmann. And so these are little fuse. Sometimes you might have a really bad fuse that can cause some issues too as well. So definitely gonna have my beau, Dev, my little brother Devin Walker's come over here and take care of this. But it takes a little chinga ching to do all this stuff. But I have ordered this before I got broke. No, I ordered this before I got broke. That's funny. Tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I was broke, and all I did is clean up my bank account. I don't even know why I'm hitting the switch. It's not even, it won't even turn off. It's still spinning. So I released some of the tubes, and these are the old ones. They were looking real burnt out. They done had it. Look like they done had it. They done. These 8-packs. I had two different ones actually. 8-packs and Sultans. I call it tonsils. Tonsils, like tonsils. And then I grab this one here. This was the original little fuse, the very first one. It's literally the very first one you will see tubes. All right. So I was assuming that it was burnt out. Some time ago, I smelled this little burny smell, or I call it scorchy smell at first, and then I'm thinking like, man, what done burnt out? So yeah, and that's on the Leslie, y'all. The organ is fantastic. The Leslie, when you put so much energy into it, eventually, sooner or later. Now I was going to get the what I call the gold tips. I call them gold tips. I had heard that the gold tips make your organ sound warmer. Your organ will have that warm sound, and so so I decided Now I'll stick with the standard silver tips. I call these silver tips. But the standard one, this was all like rusty though, literally rusty. It probably actually would work if I take the brush and kind of brush these off a little bit. But anyway, so and then all of a sudden, when I was playing before I even purchased these tubes, I was in here just doing my thing, and matter of fact, I probably was just teaching a lesson about telling people to take care of your equipment and stop. Well, not telling people what to do, because people gonna do whatever they want to do anyways. Don't abuse your Leslie switch. Well, okay. No, I wasn't abusing it actually. What happened was I was in the middle of a little transitioning move from one chord to the other. Now, generally, I'll keep the Leslie off and I'll just go, play whatever. Whatever, right? I'm rusty with. I haven't been on the organ for a while. And then I'll hit the switch. Matter of fact, this is a 1-speed. This is the 145, 147. The baby Leslie. I call it the baby Leslie. And believe me, trust me, that she can get at it. But anyway, so definitely gonna have Elder D. Watkins come over here and do some surgical work on her. Actually, I had this Leslie a little after I moved here to where I live. I've been here for 24 years. That's a long doggone time. I'll be living in one spot for 24 years. Wow. So I think I got the Leslie maybe a year, 2 years later, somewhere in that ballpark. It might have been even 3 years later. Might have been 4 years later. Who knows? I can't remember. Yeah. My organ, I pretty much keep it clean and kept it oily and all that type of stuff. So I've never really had no major issue with the organ until now. When I say till now, maybe 2-3 months ago, about 2 months ago. Then my Leslie stopped working. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Right in the middle of the video, I'm telling y'all, stop hitting that Leslie switch. Back and forth, back. And then here it is now. Mine is all confused. Now, the funniest thing is, I unplugged the power source between the wall and the organ itself, and also on the power cord. Sometimes the power cord itself can also create an issue because the between these little wires down here, y'all can't see them, but the little wires are about the size of this baby, like this, basically. And to make the long story short, I used to be an electrician back in the day. I mean, in school. Rephrase that. Back in school, back in the day. And so all I'm saying is that you get enough current going through this thing, you hitting the switch, the current is going through that little cord like this, and then you get the thicker cord that's for your Leslie in the organ to power it up. And you got one plug going to the Leslie, the other one is well, actually, yeah, I have the regular plug-in that's like, extension cord, so to speak. I think that's how that one looks. Yep. And then that other end, oh no, actually, is it? Yep, is going straight to the wall. Long story short, basically, by the time you hit that switch, it's going through the little box in the organ, sending a message to your motor. I call it the motor on the Leslie, and then back. So it's like hit. So it's like hit it. Bam, back, on. And so then what happens? The current gets cut, right? So you hit that switch, the current gets cut, and it gets confused, and it's like, man, okay, yo, you done snapped me a couple of times, and so I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna let you know I'm not gonna shut off, or number two, I'm not gonna let you cut me on no more. All right, so usually 9 out of 10 is usually when I'm being cut on, it'll keep on spinning and it will not stop spinning. Now, I can actually go over there and unplug the Leslie, not unplug the Leslie, but unplug the power source. Yes, the power source to the Leslie, as far as giving power to the switch. Like literally, I can just walk over there next to me and unplug the horns, because there's two plugs for the roller. I call it the rollers, at the top, and then also on the bottom. And basically the horns will just pretty much come to a stop at some point. They'll keep spinning until it comes to an actual full stop, and then you guys will get that straight play. Versus y'all want right here. Now I'm doing it with my foot, or now it's just. Okay, so I can technically go over there and just unplug it. There's two plugs, one for the upper horn and one for the lower for the bass, or whatnot. And then it would just stop spinning, and then we just have straight sound. Right now, y'all probably hear it in the background. That's the horn spinning as fast as it can go, basically shooting some cool air at me. But anyway, I was saying on my little description, I do the same thing, or I set myself up as far as it comes to practicing. You know, put something in front of me, plan it out on what I might want to work on, especially between the keyboard and organ. I used to really get frustrated with it because it was like, man, organ is my favorite. Keyboard, I'm only gonna say I could care less. Well, I've been looking at the situation that what if the organ stops working at church, or maybe even here, and then now I'm reverting to the keyboard. So now I need to start getting together here. So in case the organ stops working, wherever, at somebody's church. But I do plan out what I want to practice, and then the things that I do end up practicing, or has practice on, I can bring it to the organ. Let me stop hitting that switch. Stop hitting that switch. Alright. And then I'll bring it to the organ. Alright. And bring it to the organ. Now, you have to, for my beginner musician or intermediate level musician, you have to orchestrate on what it is that you want to do, that you want to do, and get better at it. I learned that long time ago, and I still keep that drive. And the thing is, put something in front of you, get something, work on something, and say, hey man, you know what, I'm about to learn this move, maybe something I've written. I told you I do a whole lot of writing. I got a whole bunch of books over here in my corner. Yeah, over here. My wife be like, why you got that junk over there? I'm like, yo, boo, this ain't no junk over here. Yeah, cuz this is my arsenal over here. It's the real deal over here. You know what I'm saying? This is, man, leave me alone. Skitty scatty scooty woody. Move it on, boo boo. Anyway, so I have half the stack of books over here that I've subscribed. Subscribed. I have transcribed a lot of work. And so now what I will say is to my beginner musician, this didn't take this ain't no, y'all, this ain't this stuff I did yesterday. This stuff I've been doing since 2004. All right. Now I would say to musicians, beginner musician, if you're gonna transcribe, do not do what I did. All right. Do not do what I did. Now, on one hand, I can say it was a good thing, but on the other hand, I'm going to say it feels like a bad thing. Why am I saying that? Because I never got around to doing this stuff. But because of my situation at the time, and I'm almost about to say it is what it is, but if you're going to transcribe stuff, work on that stuff and learn it. All right? It's one, so basically what I did, I worked on it, okay, transcribed on it, but I didn't really sit down and say, hey man, I better learn this stuff, and I never got around to doing it, right? So I have now the opportunity to do it right now. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I set myself up for later on. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I kind of feel like, man, time has passed, and I'm like, man. And then what got me more juiced about it was the fact that I keep seeing all these other cats doing what they doing. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go here and get the busy. Let me get busy, man, because I can't make any excuses and say I don't got no material to work on. Now this is really the stuff that's designed for the keyboard, but I can take something from this, even though it was for the keyboard. But I more than likely wouldn't do this on the organ, but this was definitely designed for the keyboard. Even if I play the voicing down here. Now, I can see, okay, I can see an idea that I would take, and it's probably more than likely in a chord I already play already. So, all right, now what's my takeaway? So that's my takeaway. Now, 9 out of 10, as I said earlier, these are chords I already know how to play. Because it's the preaching chord in F. The 1, the 5, I already know how to play the move. So, that technically wasn't nothing new. Alright. Cool. So, as I go along in this journey, if you will, I thought, okay, what else can I take away from this thing? So I saw that either I'm gonna do this on the 5 or the 1. All right, cool. Now my takeaway is more than likely I would say it's already chords I already play and didn't realize what our favorite musician, my favorite musician, would end up doing. So I'm like, okay. So where is he going? What? Okay. So, as he did that, I'm adding the bass to this. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. What? So maybe I probably would put that on the 1, right? And so I'm playing the preaching chord, Yeah. And I'm going over here to the. Now, because on the organ, he went to do this thing right here. Y'all heard these chords already. Y'all heard me doing it on the keyboard. E flat or A. Knowing that also I could do the inversion. What? So, that was my takeaway. But I just told y'all, it's gotta be chords I already know how to play. But the craziest thing is, I never did this on the organ in this fashionable way, maybe. With this particular song. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my God. Devin Walker's boy, man, that's my little brother right there. He got hands. He gonna have me over here with some hands in a minute, So what I'm saying is, there's stuff I've already transcribed. I don't know who this cat is. Every now and then he comes on and be barking about something. I don't know, but it'd be respectable in a way. And I ain't mad at him because at the end of the day, Can't nobody tell me what work I did and didn't do. I did all this stuff. This is stuff I transcribed for years, and I have been doing this since, like I told y'all, since 2004. I actually may have started this a little earlier than that, like in around 2000, matter of fact, because I moved here in 2000. I couldn't really get down like that before 2000 because my living situation was a bit weird or whack or whatever, right? Cause yeah, when you get married, you got you got some children, you got the wife and stuff like that, and then you might have to deal with things with your other side of the families. So yeah, these are all our bugs that I've written and transcribed chords. I hope I don't make it fall down. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I counted 13 books or something like that. And if I keep on digging over here in my corner, and then this is not even half actually. I have many more in the other closet over there. Yeah, right. I think hopefully I don't make it fall over. But yes, and it just don't stop. I've always was driven to transcribe. I know y'all probably get mad at me when I say this, but back in the day, I used to take the Sunday school. I used to take the envelope, the offering envelope, and be sitting in church writing chords. I was a fool for that, man. Back in the day, man, where's my Bible? Where's the sword at? Where's my sword at? I think it's over there on around the corner over there on that speaker. And I was writing chords off up in there. I got this big binder that of chords down here I can't get to. It's kind of this. My wife always getting on me like, boy, you need to clean that area up. I think I have a couple of binders over here. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason why I got this over here. Hey, y'all better not snitch, cause I'm gonna come and get you. She be trying to steal my coins. That's right, I said my coins. Shh. You better not tell. I'll be like, let me relocate them so she can stop stealing my coins. So now I got a new plan for her now. She kind of stopped doing it, but so I came up with another idea so she could stop stealing my coins. Now, some of y'all don't know where I'm finna go with this, but if you want to purchase an organ and you don't have one, keyboard, drums, whatever instrument, guitar, bass, whatever. That's what I did. Anywhere I went, or some people I see, man, keep the coins, man. I got you, man. I got you, dog. I see some people walk away and they fall on the floor. I'm like, really, y'all? Cuz you just dropped the quarter. Ah, man, it's nothing. What? My dad taught me that a long time ago, boy. Pick up them coins, boy. I used to always wonder, like, my dad used to really be a good dresser, but anyway, he'd be like saving coins up, and I'd be like, man, where you finna go? I'm finna go to the bank, and I'm about to cash in this $2,000 coins. What? $2,000 worth of coins? Yes, and sometimes even higher than that. Believe it or not, y'all think I'm making this up? I ain't making this up. I say it took me a bit, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you it took me 10 years to do it, because that would be ridiculous. And it didn't even take me 5 years to do that. But I want to give it take. It took me maybe like about almost 2 years, maybe give and take. I saved up some coins, and it was a lot. I was like, I couldn't even carry it, man. It was just crazy. I had to use the dolly and all. It was up substantial. Yeah, I think the first time I did it was like about almost $2,000. The next time around when I did it, it was about 10 grand. People say, no, man, I can't save. I can't. Okay, you know what? I'm on a whole nother. Let me get off this message, because this ain't that message. I ain't trying to preach to nobody about how to save your money and tell y'all what to do. I'm gonna get off that. But we talking about chords, right? I'm about tempted to go over here and pull the switch over there because that air is blowing on me. But and that little thing here was a little move that I picked up from I don't know why I keep want to call this young man David Jackson, Elder David Jackson. I don't know why I want to call him that. But he did this little thing, right? Ooh, that is so funny that my hands literally almost. See the confirmation. My hands literally was about to fall right to it, and it did. See, I told y'all, man, confirmation. I don't be making this up, man. I don't make this up. You can't make this up, man. My foot is on the E flat, right? Right? I can go here with the left hand, right? And then I have this E flat and G. This. You can't make this type of stuff up. So let's just I'll give you a little breakdown on it. I'm gonna do just a little bit E flat on the pedals, and I got B flat in the left hand, and then I have in the right hand E flat and G. It depends on how you position that. And then I'm coming up to the C in the left hand. Right hand is gonna come up over to the F and A flat. Ooh, Lord. And then you can come up to C sharp, right? Everything's moving about the same time. And I'm gonna be doing this F sharp, swagging it, or what I call it, twanging it. The F sharp into the G, into the B flat. There's a little move to Dave Jackson. And back down, right? And then all of this movement was on E flat bass line, and then he's gonna drop the hand to the F. All right. So A flat, C, and F. I think he went up here, I think. So anyway, so now I may do it a different route. I don't even know what I just did. Yeah, da 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 da. And I do this. And basically, if you really sit here, listen to it's E flat. I'm messing with the E flat, you know, and I'm messing with A flat. It's like I'm going E flat, A flat, and like I want to take you to G minor, sort of. Back to A flat, E flat. Oh my God! Do y'all just know I just? Oh Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So Josh Nash did this thing. Oh man, I now just realized what I was doing. Okay, anyway, so basically, if I would have started with the D to E flat, D, E flat, second inversion, right? Go to G minor, A flat, G minor, A flat, G minor. Now, this is reminding me of something that Josh Nash did. Let me see. Can I get to it? How you do them? See, So this is Josh did this little turnaround move. So instead of you going, coming out to you, da 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 da. Instead of you doing that, da da da. So Josh decided, hey, shoot, I'm gonna hit y'all with this thing. Was it the? Oh, that's in my head, David Jackson. So he just dropped down. Da, 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 da. So the E flat down to D, back up to E flat. Hold on, my fingers off though. Yeah, go to G minor. Right, da, da, D. I mean E flat, D, E flat, G minor, A flat, G minor, A flat, G minor, A flat, E flat. So instead of him coming out and give you the, da 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 to the 5, or the 5 chord. So that was just thought process on when I seen this move, and I'm like, oh. And then you can do this little, and I can mess around and change up things too. All right, so going to, so da da da, right, and he's doing these little notes here, right? So basically, and back down to the basic, right? Okay, and that's just a piece of that. All right, so we're gonna move that out the way. So that was just a nice little idea, or just single out the note. The twang. Right? So you can do all kind of stuff. You know, like God sent His Son, and they call Him Jesus. Yeah. Okay, all right. So that's what's up there. Let me go back to that other song that was actually designed for keyboard, and I'll just look at like, you know, man, what's the takeaway from this move from this song? What's it? Let me see what's the other move. Ba ba ba. Right, so that was the move. So, you know, if I had the track on, my mind will be thinking some ideas. And these are chords I already play. It's just the arrangement of other people. Or I'm rusty, y'all. Oh, I told y'all about this one, huh? Let's see, certain things I wouldn't play in a certain way on the organ. It still sounded nice when I did it on the keyboard. That's it. I'm still hitting the Dawn Switch. Hey, y'all. Stop it, Andre. Okay, y'all. So I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys. Line up your ducks. Put some things together that you want to do. My honey's pulling up. I just got my car back. And make sure she don't even scratch it up again. All right. So I'll catch y'all later. I won't catch her. I know she'll be like, "Oh, you want an organ? Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? I want to learn this song." Blah, 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 blah. All right. So I don't want to get busted. Anyway, so let me put my junk over here. Yeah, she'd be like, "You need to fix that stuff over there. It's a mess." All right. Put my books over there. I still already have a whole bunch of stuff to go. Ooh. Organ and keyboard mixed together. Organ and keyboard. So my whole idea is organ, keyboard. Right now, I'm on this drive with the keyboard now. Ooh. I'm on the drive with this keyboard thing. All right. And the only reason why I did that because of those reasons that I mentioned, and the other reason is because I wanted to get so crazy with the keyboard to the point, man. I don't know. I might have to divorce the organ. Oh, the organ. I know you acting up now. Don't act a fool now. All right, I'm just saying. I'm saying. The keyboard. You're not gonna talk to my organ because she be acting up sometime. No, this is the first time she's actually started tripping out. But let's see, my honey. She's already backed in. All right, I'm gonna make sure she don't even scratch on my car again. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Catch y'all later. This is your boy, Andre. Thank you for coming by, subscribing, hanging out with me. But I'm going to go back over there to the keyboard. I just wanted to come over here, touch the ivories, if you will. My wife said, "Oh, you over here playing on the ivories today. Oh, you must be really feeling good." I feel okay. I'm not out the woods, y'all. I'm still kind of whacked out. My lips is all dry. But take care of y'allself. Be do what you can to stay healthy. And I know there are some kind of afflictions out there can afflict you, regardless of how you take care of yourself. You still somehow gonna get afflicted if God say, "Hey, it is your turn to get afflicted. Let me check. Let me test your faith. Let me test your faith. Let me see where you at, Doc." But and not always the devil's fault that he's afflicting us and stuff like that. Sometimes it just be God say, "Hey, well, it's your turn to get sick a little bit," and that's it. That's it. People are like, "Oh man, you got sick because you must have sinned. You sinned against God, and you gonna get sick." All right, y'all. You gonna get sick because somebody out there who's sick, and then it hit you, and hey, peace and love and cornbread. Oh, what time is it actually? All right, my wife ran off with my dinner, so let me go catch her. It's 4:30. She ran off with my dinner and went to go shopping again. I'm warming something else. I love y'all, man. But thank y'all for subscribing. For all my subscribers, for the ones who came in back in September last year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm almost at 220K almost. I'm about. I think when I last looked, I'm about 50 people. No, it's not 50 people now. It is 45, I think, give and take when I last looked. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and those who've been praying for me too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I took my cap off, y'all probably like, "Whoa, this dude, you was sick, bro. Oh man, your hair is a hot mess." My wife is already teasing me about my face. Boy, you need to go get your shave, man. You need to go get clipped up, bro. But anyway, yeah, um, my whole thing is I'm trying to avoid being around a bunch of people, um, because I ended up with valley fever, y'all. If y'all catch valley fever, I had pneumonia, and then the valley fever came, and then the valley fever wouldn't let me go. The valley fever wouldn't let me go, and so yeah, valley fever is no joke if you don't catch it early. All right, if you don't catch it early, I put it like this. Some people was gonna like, what's the symptoms? I'm gonna say put it like this: the symptoms act as if you have a cold, but worse. For at least for me, from my experience, and I've talked to other people from their experience. They're like, bro, I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies if I even had some. But it acts as if you were actually having a cold. But the craziest thing about this one is when you lose appetite. That's what got me tripped out, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna preach right now. Now that got me tripped out because I was like, man, why am I not hungry? Like, like, I still had taste for food, but I just couldn't eat, or the food didn't look good to me. Nothing looked good to me actually. I don't care. It was my favorite stuff. It didn't look right. It didn't taste right. It didn't look right. And I was like, man, what's going on? So yeah, look it up, y'all. Valley fever, man. Valley fever it works hand in hand with pneumonia, or where they always use the word common cold. And no, I didn't have COVID. I had COVID back in 2001, and then I had COVID the second time. And who was that? In 2022, and then in 23, I ended up with pneumonia and freaking valley fever back to back. It was crazy. But yeah, I wouldn't wish that on my worstest enemy. I promise y'all. So if I have any enemies out there, I'm not gonna pray to God afflict you with the valley fever. So y'all look it up, check it out. There are some people who are asking, is it considered airborne? Valley fever is not considered as airborne. Like if you breathe on something, like, oh my God, you're gonna give me valley fever. No, it's not even that type of scenario. Pneumonia, if it's the other type of contagious thing, yes, you can get somebody else sick. If you have that other kind of pneumonia. So there's different stages of them. So I had the one you can't get somebody else sick. Um, Mine was more or less if somebody else has a cold, or someone else has what they call it COVID. or any other upper respiratory issues with myself being sick with pneumonia and valley fever, then I would be at risk. So I mean, like, no, I ain't going over there. No, no. So I haven't really been to church that much. Not that because I don't want to, but I just tried my best to let me get well first 100%. I'm like maybe 90. I would give it 95%. Or someone said 99%. Somewhere in there. All right. I promise you I wouldn't. I sound stuffed up right now because so it's like you get the combination of a cold and a combination of pneumonia, and I have allergy. Now my doctor trying to tell me I have what did she say? Not hay fever. What's the other one? Similar to that, not hay fever. Right? What did she say? Asthma, but on a small scale. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah. And then I found out some other craziness where because of valley fever can create what they call it what did she say? Oh man, I forgot the word she said. Well, you're always cold, freezing to the death. I can't think like anemia. Yeah, anemia. I've never been anemia in my life, and I was like, bro, man, why am I freezing to the death? So remember, I told you that fever, you be burning up, and I don't care what you do, what you take. Tylenol wasn't doing nothing to that. Motrin and stuff wasn't doing that. I was like, man, what is this? So yeah, that valley fever is no joke, y'all. So people will be trying to tell me, man, you should take care of yourself. You should do this. You should do that. Bro, I was doing all that. I promise y'all, I was doing all that. Like literally, like uh, you know, doing the special juices and stuff, vitamin C. I take this other vitamin stuff that's potent. It's supposed to kill anything that come my way. Nope, not pneumonia. Didn't stop that. I promise y'all, it didn't stop valley fever either. And matter of fact, actually, there are doctors that say that I know people really have this hyper belief that vitamin C and all that stuff is gonna stop you from getting this COVID and all this other stuff. That's not true. Don't believe it. If your immune system drops for whatever reason on the planet of this earth, you're going to be susceptible to something that you have no control over. But my point is, if you start feeling like you have chills and fevers, and it's consistent and will not stop, and you try to take some medication and try to get it off of you, you better go to the hospital. I know, I know. My wife was like, "Go to the hospital, oh, babe. I got this. It's me, I'm gonna be all right." I ain't gonna tell y'all what all happened, but my wife was like tripped out, like, "Bro, I'm calling 911 because you doing some stuff I ain't never seen you do before." Like, I'm not gonna scare nobody, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. But I eventually went to the hospital the next day because I realized everything that I was trying to do, all that stuff, vitamin C, drink some hot this, hot that, do this, do that. None of that wasn't stopping what I was having going on. No. So then when the doctors diagnosed me and said, yo, you have pneumonia and valley fever, I was like, man, no wonder why this bad boy was kicking my butt. And then the craziest thing is, two people I know of, close people, actually, first one's close and the other one's semi-close, had that. And then I never thought in a million years. Now, let me say this and I'm out. Some people think that well, they say where it's technically from is from the valley, like, like out in the desert and stuff, where it's a lot of dirt and dust. And it's a like a fungus or whatnot, right? And so the wind is blowing, stuff is falling. So, I don't even live in the desert. Well, let me think about that for a second, cause where I live at back in the day, this whole area when I first came out here in, ooh man, when I was about 18. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Let me see. Yeah, that was a long time ago. This whole area was just straight dirt, like mountains of dirt. So I guess what my only thing I could think of, since I ain't been to the valley and been on no vacations and stuff before I got sick, then it just makes sense because if the earth is, I guess I say, tampered with, construction work going on, these truckers driving up and down my neighborhood and all over the place. You got the window down, you know. That's when they took the restriction off for wearing the face mask. Yeah, doing COVID. So I never thought I would get valley fever. That's crazy, bro. That's it's crazy. It's crazy. I just wanted to get that off for my brothers and sisters because it's just not only a man can get it, women gets it too. So if you get those symptoms where you cold all the time, hot all the this mine was crazy. Mine was like I was cold and hot at that same time. That was the craziest thing. But when the pneumonia hit me, it was the pain. Then the doctor was like, "Yo, we finna do surgery on you because we think it's your what did he say? Not appendix. It was gallbladder." I'm like, bro, ain't nobody cutting on me because I ain't never been cut on in my life, and not today. No, no. He's like, man, well, what you think is going on? So then I told him 17 years earlier. It's now 18 years now. I had pneumonia before, and the pain I had was on both sides, left and right. And then everything I was trying to take wouldn't make this pain go away. Then at the same time, I had noticed something different that had never happened before when I had pneumonia, was the fact that I was having chills. And I'm talking about like, man, I felt like I was in a refrigerator. And then I was having heat like I was out in the desert somewhere. I was like, man, what's going on? At the same time. That's when I thought, okay, something weird is going on here. So, with that being said, Doc came back and said, looked at the x-rays and looked at my blood work, and it was like, bro, okay, we not gonna cut on you, bro. We not gonna cut on you. We gonna have to hospitalize you for a minute. But he didn't hospitalize me. That first doctor didn't. Send me home, y'all. And then I suffered for like couple of days. Let me see. Actually, no, I suffered one day actually. And then he realized, hey, um, called me up or called a family member and said, hey, you need to come back to the hospital ASAP. That's when I knew something was wrong. All right, so can you prevent? Is the question y'all might be saying, viewers, can you prevent getting valley fever or pneumonia? Pneumonia can come from any type of corner. Some people say you get it because you're running the fan at night, you go to sleep, you sweating. Some people sleep with their windows open with the fan or the air condition. Um, or like in my case, in my job, I have to be in and out of the building all the time for a duration of my shift. So with that being said, uh, and then it had rained, I think for a good week or so straight. Like, yeah. So, but let me just say this. I thought I was gonna get sick then, and this is before November actually. Yeah, because that's when I got sick in November. So I actually the rain happened. I want to give it say October, I think it was. Yeah, it was around October because I always do it right around my anniversary or my wife's birthday in October. And it was storming like a son of a gun in that month. And then I want to say it stormed a little bit in September, like back to back. But I will never forget. I know for a fact that first storm, I could have sworn I was gonna be sick for sure, and within at least the same day. And I was actually shocked because I got all wet up and everything. It was cold. It was all that kind of stuff going on. It was crazy. It was terrible weather. It caught me off guard. I wasn't prepared for it. And I was like, oh, bruh, you about to get sick, bro. You about to at least not land myself in the hospital, but still. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking, how I ended up getting sick, but it was brewing. It was brewing for the next, for the next several weeks. And then out of the blue in November, y'all, I was setting up for my birthday in the month of November. I told my boss I'm taking a vacation. I'm going to be on a vacation for at least 3 weeks. I had it all set up, ready to rock and roll. And then, bam! And then next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. I'm like, bro, twice actually in the same month. But so, can you, is it possible to avoid getting valley fever or even pneumonia? Well, I got the shot when I was in the hospital. So if I get pneumonia again for whatever reason, it will not be as severe as it was this time. This time was the worst of the worst I've ever had it, ever on our planet. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Basically, look it up. All right, look it up about that valley fever, y'all. I'm just throwing it out there at y'all. Some of y'all cats out there, my brothers and my sisters out there. I'm just saying, look it up and ponder on it. Be careful. I know everybody cause tell me you gotta be more careful, bro. You gotta be. I can't control God's wind. I can't go outside and say, yo, God, hey, yo, hey, I'm coming outside. Hey. I ain't got no mask on, but you gonna have to slow down this wind, huh? I can't go outside and say, hey, yo, God, you need to stop the wind for blowing. I mean, you know. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I open my door and I'm looking out outside my garage. I'm like, bro, what's all this stuff flying around in the sky? Like literally just I can see the stuff flying. I'm like, man, this is crazy. You go outside, you look on your car, you be like, man, I gotta wash my car. So I can't go outside and tell God, hey, stop the wind. Stop brewing this wind up, cause yeah. So dust, dirt, pollen, all that stuff out there, it's chemicals that they we got to plant around the corner, several plants. Yeah, and then it's carrying all this stuff in the air. Construction work. These truckers coming through the neighborhoods or on the highway. You don't ever know what you're breathing in. But I promise you, ooh, it's gonna be all right. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I'm getting there. My lips is all dried out, man. It's crazy, man. Peace, love, and cornbread. I love y'all. Don't y'all forget. Well, I guess I can help you. Let me go help the old lady. Love y'all. Peace.